All right, you guys, so here's the rest of the stuff we got, and all of this is for the kitchen. Now, I'm going to sit this box down just because I want you to be able to see all of the things, all of the fun things that we got. So again, thank you to Temu for sponsoring today's video. And I'm going to sit this box on the ground just so you can see. Okay. All right. Now, you guys know we host Saturday suppers. And so sometimes we have extra things and we want people to be able to take things home. So in that case, I got these tiny little silver trays with plastic tops. I think for 50 of these, see if there's 50 of them in here. There might be more than 50. No, there's 50 in here. I think this was less than $2 for 50 of these. They're not very big, but we're not trying to feed anybody. We're just trying to get them to take over a few little leftovers, right? So here we are. Or if you were doing, say you were doing something like where you sold food items, right? You could get 50 of these. I know I've seen a friend of mine, she does banana puddings. She could buy 50 of these, 100 of these for less than $2 each. And she hasn't spent any, when you divide that by 50, I mean, it's less than 2 cents per tray. And you could have, you know, you're not really spent any money, but you are having a better presentation. Also, these will go in our storage, just in case we need to if we ever have the situation where we have to cook on our grill, we can put these metal trays on there and they will not burn. So that was one thing that I wanted to make sure I got for both reasons. You know, the first reason being Saturday suppers and the second reason being in case we have a situation where we have to cook outside of our regular foodstuffs, food area. Now, I think every single person that has watched me do a reel where I'm in the kitchen cooking is gonna love this next item. I mean, this is for you. This is for you. Shakema got this just for you because I didn't want to hear nothing, right? And then here's what I did as well, which I think was so very helpful. I got items that I'm going to use, right? They had a ton of stuff up there, but there were some items that I knew were not going to work in my kitchen. So what I did was I made sure that I got the items that would work in my kitchen. Now, I will say this, for the amount of cabbage and collards that I use, this is not going to be big enough. I should have got 2 of these. What this is a retractable drain basket. Because people don't like to see me wash stuff in my sink. But for you, listen. For you, oh yes, friend, right? This goes over your sink. It clips on to the side, and then you can wash your produce, and the water drains out. Your produce is safe from the bacteria that I have been told is safer in my bathroom than in my kitchen, which I'm not still sure why the toilet is in the bathroom and not the kitchen if there's more contamination in the sink than the toilet. But, you know, that's not this video. Okay. But I still like this, right? Because small things, tomatoes, grapes, peppers, anything. So it makes it very easy and convenient to sit on your sink. You can do all your washy wash and live your best life. Perfect. This, which does not actually go in my kitchen, but I thought was really good, and here's why. We have dogs. We try to keep the dogs brushed. I keep the house clean, you know, swept up, vacuumed up, but dog hair still gets places. These are dryer balls to collect dog hair. So I'm going to throw one of these in the dryer and leave it in there that it collects any dog hair that could potentially be on the clothes, and that's going to be our best life. If you have a dog, get that. The next thing that I got, again with Jackson, because he is, Jackson is, like I said, a culinary arts student, right? So I want to make sure he has all the materials. So this is a spray bottle for oil. So I got him a spray bottle for oil so he can really feel like he is in the kitchen doing all of his culinary things. He loves culinary arts. He loves to cook. He loves to bake. And I thought that this would just be neat for him to be able to have as a part of his repertoire. Now, what I am going to do is I am going to clean out one of these cabinets and let Jackson have that for his stuff. We're going to have to figure out how we rearrange things. But I just thought that would be really neat for him as he begins his journey. And it does come with a little funnel that he can refill the oil, because this could potentially be his job. And I want him to be equipped with the things now so that he can make those potential decisions. One of the things that we did not have in our kitchen is a meat chopper, right? Most people have these for your ground beef or turkey or what have you. So I just decided that this would be a good little device to get, especially when we're trying to chunk up meat, because I take my meat sometimes and I have to put it in the food processor so it can ground it up a little bit more fine. We do use quite a bit of wooden utensils, and I love using these wooden stirrers. So ours were getting a little bit old and ratty, and you can use them only for a certain amount of time before it's time to replace them. This is a 5-piece set, and they come in all varying sizes, so from small to extremely large, and I think these will be good in our kitchen. Okay, these are skewers. Now, I have a story about skewers. There's 10 of these in here. And one of the reasons why I don't use wooden skewers, I was at a meeting, it was several years ago, and they did chicken on a stick. And I took a bite of the chicken on the stick. You know, I bit the chicken, started to chew the chicken, and got a splinter in my throat. It took me forever to work that little thing. I mean, oh my God, it hurt so bad. Could not go to the ER because they couldn't see it. It was deep in there. It just had to work its way out over time. And I vowed I would never, ever, ever use a wooden skewer again. And I don't use them. So when I saw these, I thought, hey, we could do like kebabs now because we've got the metal ones. But I'm never, 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 ever going to use a wooden skewer because of that experience. So here are the pointy pieces where, you know, you stick the food on. And this is where you would pick them up. Okay. This was a find, right? This is the multi-chopper, the vegetable chopper. And here's how it helps you. I like the fact that you can put your veggie in there and slam it down. We've had one of these before, and we've had several of these, and ours broke. So this is going to be helpful. It does have the little guard on it, although we do have a mandolin slicer, but this will do some of those same things as well. It's dishwasher safe, easy to clean. It has interchangeable stainless steel blades, and here are what the blades look like. So you can do 8 different things, and it'll give you 8 different types of cuts. So that is awesome. Really loving it. Chunks, dices, spirals. You can juice. All kinds of things. So neat. Neat. You can shave cheese. So you can do cheese on here. Really neat. Okay. And then again, the prices. Right, I'm going to go back to prices. Okay, this is for the sink. This is not for food. This is for when the kids are washing dishes. Now, we are replacing our dishwasher tomorrow. The new replacement dishwasher comes tomorrow. Mr. Anthony is coming over. They sent us a text message from the place that scheduled it. And so that's going to be perfect. But what this is, because sometimes there are things that are not dishwasher safe. And for right now, the kids have been, we'll put towels on the side and have dishes on the side draining. Well, I don't love that idea, but it is the idea that we had. But with this is a drain that will actually sit on the sink as well, and you can put dishes in it, and then all your water drains out over the sink. So I think in the long run, this protects the integrity of my countertops and does not allow for water damage on the countertop. See, it has these little side pieces, so that will go over the sink, and one will hang on the side, one will hang on the other side, and it can be small, it can be larger, and I can put plates in here, spoons in here. I can put cups in here, anything that I need to drain, or especially those items that are not dishwasher safe. So it comes with a little screw. If you want to keep it from closing back on itself, you just tighten the little screw. Or if you want to be able to close it so you can store it. If you don't want to keep it out on your sink all the time, you take the screw, unscrew it, then it closes on itself again, and you can store it. Now again, one of the things that I'm doing is not creating a lot of extra stuff that I don't plan to use, but the kids and I will use this. This is for Jackson as well, and I think I'm gonna mount this in the baking cabinet. He does a lot of baking. This, or we can put it on the fridge because it's magnetic. This is a measurement conversion chart, so that if we're trying to figure out what a cup is in teaspoons, tablespoons, or fluid ounces, or milliliters, it gives you all the way from a 1/16 of a cup to a cup, and then it's equal measurements. So I thought that would be really helpful for Jackson because he does a lot of measuring with his cooking. And this can go right on the side of the fridge, which is right next to the baking cabinet, and will be really good for him. I'll let him decide if that's where he wants it to go, but sounds like a good idea to me. Another thing that I thought he would enjoy, this is a slicer, right? So I've seen people slice their potatoes to make like the crinkly cut fries. Now we do have a mandolin slicer, but sometimes we don't always have a lot of potatoes, and sometimes I worry about him using that one if I'm not around because I don't want him to hurt himself. This one, his hands are safe up here at the top, and as he is slicing, even though he's still doing the same motion, he's going up and down instead of side to side like this, and his fingers are not anywhere near the part of the blade, right? The blade is at the bottom. So I do like this for cutting crinkle cut fries, and so I think that this will be good, and he'll enjoy this particular kitchen utensil as well. Jackson is very adventurous. He'll cook anything. He don't care what it is. He'll use any utensil. He don't care what it is. Okay, couple more things that we did get. This, because the kids and I are going to be trying to watch our calories, that means we're going to eat whatever, but it's going to be calorie driven in March. This is an egg separator where we're going to try to do our egg whites, and we'll separate our egg yolks because there's more calories in the yolks than the whites. But and then too, in his baking, because he bakes a lot, this is helpful. We did get the metal one. I did not have one. I was doing the eggs and trying to, I did okay separating it like that, but still, it's always good to have a utensil. The next thing we got, which we really, really do like a lot, are our silicone, anything silicone we love. So this is a silicone mat that will allow you to do eggs. So this goes in your frying pan, and we can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 eggs at a time, where you're doing like the fried eggs, right? So this goes inside of your pan, and then you're doing click, 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 click. So you have 6 eggs in there, and you're doing them all at one time if you don't want to do them in the oven. So there that is. Okay. I thought I ordered 2 of these, but I only have 1. I know a lot of you have seen the water dispenser that I use, and I have some aluminum foil on top because I got the wrong size tops for the 5-gallon jug. So I ordered this, and we'll see if this one fits, and if it does, I'll have to order another one because I have 2 jugs. But I only really need 1 at a time because the dispenser is on the other jug. So I did get 1 of those. Okay, so I love to cook as much. I'm gonna say as much as Jackson. I can't promise that that is the case, but I do like to wear aprons when I'm in the kitchen, right? I try to maintain the integrity of my clothing, and so I picked up this apron. It says, what does it say? I'm cooking, right? So this is an apron that I got. It's a plastic, so easy to wipe off. but it's also pretty cute, right? Because I do a lot of reels. Oh, it has a pocket too where I can put stuff in. You know how Kimmy over at She's in Her Apron, sometimes she'll go shop her pantries or her shelves and she'll collect stuff in her apron. Well, this one has a pocket right here. So I could go out to the garage, grab food, throw some stuff in the pocket, as well as grab some stuff in the bottom and then bring myself back into the house. So always a good thing. But I also do reels on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube Shorts. And so most people just see my apron or my hands, right? So they'll see those types of things. Very rarely when I'm doing a cooking reel is my face in the video. So that was another thing. I just wanted to get one more apron just so I would have versatility in my aprons. Okay, this was something that I got for the refrigerator. These are dividers that go in the door. So we have a lot of stuff in our fridge. So there's a couple things that I just needed to divide. There are 5 of these. So we can say, okay, I want all of my coffee stuff on this side, divider, and then everything else over here, all of my condiments or all of my mustard, ketchup, relish, that stuff here, jams, jellies, that stuff on this side. So these are fridge dividers, and they'll go on the door, and then you'll have a divider between. All right. Okay, a couple more things and we're done. This is a, let me see. Let me open this. Oh, right. Jackson, I'm so glad I got this for him. Jackson loves dumplings. He is an Asian foodie. He will make up, Jackson made ground pork out of a pork loin. I'm gonna go to the grocery store and buy me some ground pork. Not Jackson, he's gonna round up his own pork. So this is a dumpling maker, right? And he shapes his dumplings out. He makes them all by hand with the flour and all the stuff. So what he would do was he when he makes his little balls, he would put the ball in here. He would flatten it out. He would then stick it in here, put the filling in, and he would have his dumpling. So he loves doing that. And so when I saw this, I was like, you know what? I got to get that for him because he does love, and he makes them all from scratch. Again, not something that mom does, but he likes it. And so if something he enjoys, let me see what I can get to help him in that food journey because Jackson is a foodie. Okay, pineapple core slicer. Our pineapple core bit the dust. And so when I saw that they had another one, I was like, okay, let me just replace the one I had. So again, here is our pineapple core. Like I said, in March, we're going to be eating things based on calories, not necessarily based on if it's a carb. We're going to try to stay as low a carb as we can, but we're still eating based on calories. Okay, couple things left. Here's a little lunch bag, right? It's a smaller size lunch bag depending on where I am or what school I'm at for the day. Or if I'm trying to take less things in my lunchbox, the larger lunchbox tends to we want to fill it up more. Well, here's a small lunchbox that will not allow. This is all you're going to get in this lunchbox. So a way to kind of portion control the things that I am going to eat or not eat. And then in here, I got some, these are like microfiber, these are like cloths, but not what I thought it was. So if I had to go back and say, okay, what did I buy here? This one, I'm not sure exactly what I was getting. I thought I was getting kitchen towels or kitchen cloths. I don't think that is exactly what I got there. So I'm not real sure. They are towels. I'm not real sure what kind. But I did get some microfiber cloths that I thought would be really good for cleaning and different things. So I may have to go through my rag bag and pull out some things that will not work. But I did make sure that I got some rags that are the microfiber that we can use for cleaning. And even this one that has, let me see it. I think there's 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 15 in here were really inexpensive. I don't even think this was $2 for this particular bag of rags or microfiber cloths. So I'm here for it, right? I was excited to be able to grab these few things. So, you know, a couple things here. Let me see. I think there's one more item. Okay, one last item that we got. Oh, this goes for the Saturday suppers as well, or for cooking on the grill. And we got some of the round aluminum pans. We got some square ones and we got some round ones. These are much larger than the square, but that's what we got. So anywho, you guys, that's what we got from Temu. So again, thank you so much to Temu for sponsoring today's video. We're excited about all these items. You will see these in food thing videos because we're going to be doing quite a few food things. One of our things today is to figure out where all this stuff is going to go, but I think we've got a good handle on that because some things will go into storage. Some things we will get rid of some old things and put in some new things. But again, if you're interested in order from Temu, again, shipping was quick. The prices, right? The price is the price. Those prices were so reasonable that I was just blown away by that. If you're interested in Temu, there'll be some information down for you in the description box below. Just kind of go over, even if you're just curious as to what they offer, just go click on the website and see. It may be something up there that you like, it may not, but they have thousands and thousands and thousands of kitchen gadgets, all types of things, electronics. I did get one additional thing that I didn't show you. I got a pair of pillowcases. I've already put those on the bed because I was doing a different video, and so I needed my pillowcases. I got 2 silk pillowcases. They were standard size. Next time I would have gotten a larger size, but they're on the bed and they're doing great. So anywho, there it is, you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by our channel. If you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe. Hit that little bell so you never miss an upload from us. Thank you again so much for stopping by, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye now.